forward, standing 6'5", number 17, PJ. At guard, 6 feet, number 7, number 20. The head coach of the night.
Welcome everyone to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. And this is Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Berry. Allie LaForce, our reporter tonight. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, BA. The Miami Heat are all about winning. Jimmy Butler said, quote, "Careers go this way or that, so you never take anything for granted. When you have something, you roll with it. Not waiting for a draft pick. You win now." And I think that's what the Miami Heat is all about, right now.
Well, Allie, they want to stay in the mix. Good reporting there. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Jimmy Butler.
And he's slipped a little bit in terms of his defense in the past 10 games. You can see his steal numbers have dipped. He isn't playing with the same assertiveness that he had been. His coach has got to get through to him.
Now Denver's starting 5. Nikola Jokic is out there with Jeff Green. Then it's Monte Morris. Then there's Aaron Gordon, and it's Barton in at the shooting guard position. And for Miami, on the wing, Robinson and Butler. Inside, it's Adebayo with Tucker playing the 4, and it's Lowry in at the 1. Pass to Morris. Here's Jokic. And here's Gordon. Morris outside. Here's Jokic. Count it. And it's Morris with the assist. And these teams have both been hit by the injury bug, Grant. Just an unfortunate part of the game.
Yeah, and it always will be. I mean, teams making strides with prevention and recovery, but the game is just too intense and too demanding to avoid them.
And here are the Heat now, following the score by Denver. Adebayo, no good. Barton against Adebayo. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Get a feeling like that play was designed for Will Barton to get in contact and get himself to the free throw line.
For the Nuggets, Will Barton, 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
I think Will Barton has figured out that scoring from the free throw line can be a good thing.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. About a minute into this first quarter. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Adebayo, a screen on Gordon. To the inside. And stolen by Jokic. Launches it. Gordon can't hit.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Now here's Butler. So versatile on offense, averaging around 23.5 points per contest. For 3, Robinson. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Good, smart, patient play by Jimmy Butler. That time you leave someone that wide open, and he's going to find him.
Here's Morris. Barton outside. Gordon with a screen on Robinson. Barton attacking. Pass to Jokic. And stolen by Adebayo. Inside. Tipped away. Now here's Lowry. Adebayo, a screen on Morris. Shot clock at 6. Rejected by Jokic.
Jokic using all 7 feet there. Good effort by the center.
Morris can't hit. For Miami, they've gone 1 of 4 to start.
The last few years, Jokic has led the league in touches, which is amazing, talking about a center in a guard and wing-driven league to be able to do that.
Barton against Adebayo. Here's Jokic. Uneasy, two, on the layup.
Will Barton always going full speed. That time finds a bullet pass to a teammate.
And Jokic has been posting prime Russell Westbrook numbers with staggering efficiency here, Brent.
Well, it's incredible just the patience he plays with and then the decision-making that he has, waiting for the right cut, delivering the ball on time and on target.
T-shirt time. Fans, welcome your Miami Heat Panthers.
And the Heat with some changes. Edmonds checked in for Bam Adebayo. Strus comes in for Tucker. And it's Hero in for Lowry. And a new group getting ready for the Nuggets. Green's checked in for Green. Dozier comes in for Gordon. Rivers is checked in for Barton. And Campazzo subbed in for Morris. Now here's Robinson. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game. Here's Strus. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D.
Denver ball.
We are now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. Taking a look at the Nuggets, a better start would be ideal, but right now, they're 10th in their respective conference.
Seeing where the Nuggets are, their slow start has revealed some of this team's problems. Problems that we didn't really know they had.
Well, still some issues do linger, but I think that their strengths easily outweigh those weaknesses. But man, they've already had some off nights this year, more so than they did last year.
Okpala, he's checked in for Miami. Vincent comes in for Robinson. They get it back. Here's Green. The layup off target.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Ball stolen. Here's Rivers. He's guarded by Hero. The drive by Rivers. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Their frenetic defense has been impressive, putting ball handlers on the defensive and turning them over as well.
They've also racked up a ton of points off of turnovers so far in tonight's game.
Here's Vincent. The Nuggets getting their last shot to go. Up top, Hero. Looking for his first basket, still in this one.
And with Tyler Hero, he's shown he can score. He has a skill set to get consistent points and knows how to find his spots on the floor.
Now at the line, Tyler Hero.
First free throw is good.
Tyler Hero, a player who's played with a ton of confidence in high school, in his 1 year in college, and coming into the league. It's certainly something he's brought with him.
Good on both.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Here's Rivers. He's guarded by Hero. Pass to Green. Back to Rivers. 5 to shoot. Here's Bull. Here's Campazzo. No good on the triple. 35 seconds left to play in the first. And here's Hero. Here's Dedmon. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
His second personal foul.
Surprisingly good mobility there from Dwayne Dedmon. Solid at using the length he has to pick up contact inside.
He's off on the first. Nikola Jokic is checked in for Green. He hits the second from the line.
Well, from the D-League to dominating defensively, Dwayne Dedmon hustling around.
Here's Campazzo. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Launches a 3. Knocks down the long J. And so the first quarter is in the books. Nuggets ahead. They lead by 5. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return.
All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on and get
And one of the league's best at drawing charges.
Makes a real nice momentum shift. You know, it really boosts myself, my team, and it really takes a lot from the other guys because they think.
Boy, Grant, he's as tough as they come, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, he grew up in Philly, idolizing Allen Iverson. Lowry's tenacity and willingness to put his body on the line, actually reminiscent of Iverson's.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the Nuggets here in this one?
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Inside, it's Adebayo with Tucker playing the 4. On the wing, Robinson and Butler. And it's Vincent in at point guard. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Here's Vincent, right now averaging 5.5 a game. Butler up top, guarded by Morris. From 12 feet, a nice shot by Butler. And there's a 10-second limit on free throw routines, but we see some players ask for time before they get the ball. Grant, do you think that should count as part of their time?
You know, B.A., I don't see why not. I mean, it's about keeping the game moving. So asking the ref to hold the ball longer, not exactly compatible.
6 to shoot. Here's Jokic. And that comes off the assist by Green.
Assist from
Jokic has got 6.
Green.
And they found a nice flow offensively here in the second period.
And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Outside Tucker. Pass to Vincent. Back to Tucker. And here's Adebayo. Shot clock at 3. For 3, Robinson. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Gordon outside. Now here's Jokic. Morris outside. Gordon outside. And there's the foul. It'll go on Aaron Gordon. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Can you believe that's their first turnover? Good ball security has really helped them build this lead.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Green is checked in.
In for the Nuggets, JaMychal Green.
Miami trailing. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Outside Robinson. Ooh, Morris with a steal. And it's time for an injury report. And let's get an update on Kyle Lowry's injury. Allie, any news?
Guys, I was able to catch up with Miami's head athletic trainer. They've concluded it's a pinched nerve in the neck, causing a pins and needles type of feeling in the arm. And this early in the season, I'm sure they're willing to give him any time he needs to make a full recovery. Back over to you.
All right, that's good intel. We've definitely been thinking of him, and now we have some more clarity, guys.
Yeah, they now have all the information they need in order to determine the next steps.
Everybody wishing the best for him. We all know how badly he wants to be out there playing alongside his teammates and competing.
I mean, it is crazy to think how far Jimmy Butler has come. I mean, didn't see a lot of the floor in his first 2 seasons. Then soon after, he made 4 straight All-Star games.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, we know this about Jamal Murray. He is not shy of letting that thing go. He said, quote, anyone that knows me knows this. I'm going to take the last shot. I've always believed that, envisioned that, dreamed that, and practiced that. And I'm going to make it. Guys, there's no denying that confidence.
Well, it serves him well, right, Allie? Thanks for that. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Butler passes to Adebayo. Over Green. Adebayo, no good. And Butler in his career, Graham, he won Most Improved Player in 2015.
I mean, it's like he became a 20 points per game player overnight. You feel like Butler just needed a chance in the NBA. And I'll tell you what, he's made the most of everything he's had.
6 on the shot clock. Green for 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Green's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
Oh, that's a shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down.
T-shirt time! All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on and get loud for the Miami Heat.
So Miami ends up going with a new group, and the Nuggets will go for a different look here. Bowl, he's checked in for Green. Dozier comes in for Gordon. Rivers is checked in for Barton. And Campazzo subbed in for Morris. Pass to Akpala. 1 minute left in the first half. To the middle. Cuts off the pass. Here's Rivers. Driving inside. It's rebounded by Dedmon. Looking to win the run. Oh my! Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. That's on JaMychal Green.
The Orlando bubble was so good to Tyler Hero. He's still trying to find a little bit of that confidence that he gained there.
Free throws.
And he hits the first of 3. Good on the second one. Jokic is checked in for the Nuggets. And he nails the third.
Trying their best to catch up. Can't fault their performance from the line, especially this quarter.
Back to Campazzo. No good from outside.
Defensively, pick your poison. That time, they gambled off the right guy.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Dedmon. Pass to Hero. Lowry outside. Just 4 to shoot. The shot that time not on target. Here's Campazzo. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Denver Nuggets. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks very much. I'm here with Mike Malone, and Coach, evaluate this team's execution offensively for me.
Well, I think we're at our best when we can get out and run, but also play downhill. It's a simple game for us. When we defend, that gets us out to run. Now we can play downhill, attack, and share the ball. That's when we're at our best.
Keep it simple. Thanks, Coach.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
And thank you for joining us as with 2 quarters in the books, it's looking good for the Denver Nuggets.
Their efforts in the paint have really paid dividends. It's been a focal point for them, not so much for the other team. That's been the difference in the game.
And now that we're a ways into the season, thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. You look at Nikola Jokic. What a contribution.
Oh, he's been their defensive anchor so far. Stifling shots left and right.
Been aggressive to block shots, but also avoiding fouls. That's a heavy presence inside.
On the court right now for the Nuggets. Aaron Gordon is out there with Jeff Green. Then there's Will Barton. Then it's Monte Morris. And it's Jokic in at the 5.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
So it's Miami now. 9-point game. Lowry, the pass to Adebayo. Here's Butler. Adebayo, a screen on Gordon. Butler into the lane. Oh, Jokic with the block. Pass to Barton. Now Morris. To the wing, right side. Here's Jokic. Doesn't go for him. Oh, great D that time from Adebayo. Barton against Robinson. Now here's Lowry. He's closely guarded. From outside the arc. Fires, hitting the triple. Lowry's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, Lowry can just pepper you with shots from the arc. He's got a talent for finding and making those looks.
Pass to Jokic. On the wing, Barton. Robinson defending. And Kyle Lowry is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. And we've got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
Oh, amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
Morris against Lowry. Morris outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Up and over Lowry. That one off the back iron and out.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there. Well, a high-level floor general is what you get in Monte Morris, who's out there creating and not turning it over.
Down low. And stolen by Jokic. Gordon against Butler. The kick out to Barton. Fires the 3. And again, Denver no good. You know, you talk to the coaching staff here. They rave about Morris's high basketball IQ.
Well, anytime that coaches can put a guy in to slow down or speed up the offense and know that he's not going to just hand the ball to the other team, that's a luxury.
Pass to Gordon. Here's Jokic. And again, Denver no good. The Heat have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Outside Tucker. Outside Butler. Back to Lowry. Jokic grabs the board. Jokic has got 4 rebounds in the game.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
And Kyle Lowry is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Heat with some changes. Dedmon's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Strus comes in for Tucker. And it's Hero in for Lowry. And the Nuggets will go for a different look here. Green's checked in for Nikola Jokic. Dozier comes in for Green. Rivers is checked in for Barton. And Campazzo subbed in for Morris. Now here's Gordon. The D's right on him.
2 minutes.
To end the drought. And he can't get that one. And Miami will go the other way with it.
Scoreless in their first 5 attempts since halftime. It's getting ugly.
And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Hero does a nice job driving in there and then making sure he gets fouled.
Now at the line, Tyler Hero. 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. The Heat making a switch here. Akpala's checked in. Bowl, he's checked in for the Nuggets. He's perfect from the line this time. And the Nuggets call time here.
Hey fans, who wants a free t-shirt? Make some more!
Here's the 2K leaderboard showing us the teams with the best free throw percentage. 5th, the Heat.
And this is a team that knocks down their free throws at an elite rate. Whoever they go up against should always try to avoid fouling them at all costs.
Butler with a steal. Pass to Hero. Back to Butler. Here's Dedmon. Over to the wing. Outside Butler. Beyond the arc. And they'll get another chance. Second chance effort. Bull grabs the board.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious. Pretty much not a player in the league is going to pass up a shot like that. So much for the defense.
56 seconds left in the third. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Outside Butler. Here's Dedmon. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That's on JaMychal Green.
Now at the line.
Well, Dedmon plays with some power, and when he's aggressive, it forces the defense to get a little bit more physical with him.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. Lowry, he's checked in for Okpala. And Denver with a change here too. Jokic is checked in for Bowl. And good on the second, so he makes them both. End of quarter management here. They can go 2 for 1.
Make the math work in your favor.
Here's Dozier. Got a hand on it. Second chance shot. It's rebounded by Dedmon. Dedmon's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Strus. Miami, no good that time either. Denver in the lead. And the call will be against Tyler Hero. That's his first foul.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
Now in the game, Bam Adebayo.
Here's Campazzo. Pass to Jokic. With 4 on the clock. No good there. And that'll do it for the third quarter. The Nuggets on top, up 5. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the fourth quarter of basketball coming up next. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
The fourth quarter crowd.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. Lowry and Hero teaming up in the backcourt. Inside, it's Adebayo with Tucker playing the 4, and it's Robinson in at the 3 slot. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Gordon with it, and it's Robinson picking him up. Lets it go from 14. Can't get it to drop. The Heat go the other way with it.
There's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Adebayo a screen on Morris. Hero against Jokic. Shot clock at 5. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. Tucker, no good. The Nuggets shooting only 31% of the game. Jokic the screen. Barton attacking. Spins. Unable to get that one. Oh, great D that time from Adebayo. Hero finds Lowry. Adebayo with it. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play.
And for Tyler, that one was nasty.
And here are the Nuggets now. Green with a screen on Lowry. Morris passes to Jokic. Takes a 13-footer. And again, Denver no good.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
Barton against Hero. Back to Adebayo. Robinson on the wing. Hero against Barton. Barton with a steal. And here we go. The Nuggets on the fast break. Gordon, the pass to Barton. Powered down after the assist. Led him to the lane.
And that's a big shot from Barton when his team really needed one. This guy taking the pressure head on.
Miami trailing. Pass to Hero. Adebayo, a screen on Barton. Hero for three. Denver grabs the miss. Now here's Barton. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
That's his first.
It goes on Bam Adebayo.
Oh, and there goes Barton. Kicks it into another gear.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Nuggets.
What a tremendous showing from three-point land all through this game, guys.
A significant difference here has been the number of points off turnovers that they've gotten.
And he makes both free throws. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Adebayo up top, covered by Jokic. Outside Tucker. Fires for three. Gets the three ball to go.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
Tucker.
Morris against Lowry. Pass to Jokic. Rebound by the Heat. Adebayo's got his fourth rebound in this one. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Misses the baby hook for Denver. They've gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the fourth. Lowry against Morris. Gordon on the wing. The Nuggets with another miss.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Here's Adebayo. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now just a 2-point Denver lead.
Well, Bam Adebayo's so efficient right there. He picks a smart shot that fits his skill set.
To the paint. Here's Jokic. Rebound by the Heat. Adebayo's got his 6th rebound on the night. 1:05 left in the fourth. Pass to Hero. Adebayo screen on Barton. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Hero. To the inside. Here's Jokic. And Tucker pulls it down.
Sometimes you just have an off night, guys, and that's what we've seen so far.
Hero, the pass to Adebayo. It's stolen by Green. Out on his own on the break. He stops. He pops. Again, Jokic missing.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Butler's checked in for Miami. And the switch here also for Denver. Green is checked in. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Eric Spoelstra's huddle. He told them victory was within their grasp, saying, quote, "You've got all the tools you need to win. Now it's about closing. Guys, we'll see if they're up for the task."
As always, Allie, we thank you.
They can't go empty on any of their possessions from here on out.
Can't come away empty. That would be the nail in the coffin.
Adebayo, a screen on Gordon. Missed it! And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
Denver calls time. The loudest section gets free t-shirts. Let's see who's the loudest. Fans, welcome your Miami Heat dancers.
And Denver has possession. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth.
Kyle Lowry, that's his third personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Nuggets, Monte Morris.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Yeah, that'll ice it right there. Not everybody can keep their composure at the line in such a big situation.
Which section wants a t-shirt? You gotta get loud! Fans, welcome your Miami Heat dancers!
Here's Robinson. Outside Tucker. Misses the three. So a close game sees Denver taking this one. Just a gutsy performance on the road. It really, Allie, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
And we'll see
For Brent
you
Berry,
at
Allie
the
LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.